Let's take it back and be and complain about another popular plush tuber for reasons that aren't potentially illegal. Run that track.
Oh no, where'd you go? Another night without you. Drinking on my own, can't forget about you.
So AwesomeMarioBros. The other one. It's been quite a while since we last spoke about Awesome's content, so I'd like to give a little background on how I feel about the channel. But first, I want to clear up a very common misconception about this channel. Contrary to my opening joke, AwesomeMarioBros is not similar to Crazy Mario Bros. They're actually the same channel, except Awesome is somehow worse in every conceivable way.
Hi, Squidward! I'd like you to meet my cousin Stanley. We're related.
There's two of them?!
From the characters' personalities to the video structure to even some of the thumbnails for some reason, Awesome is basically just all of Crazy's less than stellar attributes, just amplified tenfold. As someone who's grown to appreciate Crazy for being able to maintain and appeal to his audience despite not caring for his content, my annoyance with Awesome copying his homework for years now has only grown stronger with time. And even outside of that, I just generally found Awesome an absolute bore because his videos are filled to the brim with so much nothing. If he uploads a 20-minute video, you're getting about 6 or 7 minutes of stuff that actually constitutes a story or content, and the rest of that time is every mundane action being drawn out. It's not as bad as Nick having Chef Pee-Pee, I mean Toad, I don't give a shit because they're the same character, bickering every 30 seconds for over a minute and re-establishing stuff that literally just happened 30 seconds prior, but the pacing is still absolutely Awesome's worst aspect, even several years after first reviewing his content. You know, when he isn't making videos about tolerating abuse. Yeah, can you tell I don't like this channel that much? I think this video from Awesome I watched recently is a pretty good example of just how insufferably dull this channel is, so let's quit yapping and get to yapping about the life of baby Mario. Just cut to the song montage.
Now you want me to leave? No, fade away, fade away, the skies are turning
We begin the video with baby Mario and baby Luigi waking up on a sunny morning. Mario and Luigi surprise the two by startling them awake, and once they get up they eat breakfast and watch cartoons, and eventually play hide and seek with their parents after waiting for them to be available. Then they play games in cars, eat dinner, play a card game, and finally go to bed. Now, most of you are probably thinking, MPK, what's wrong with this video? That sounds like a perfectly fine video. And you're right to ask that. The problem stems from two issues that I'll elaborate on in just a second. First of all, despite having a framing device that would only be appropriate for a 7 to 10 minute runtime, this video was 20 minutes with almost everything I listed being stretched out until it breaks before stretching it again for at least 30 more seconds. Second of all, these characters are personality black holes. These are some of the most lifeless, bland characters you'll ever see from a plush trooper. To make a video like this work, you need to either have characters with big, grand personalities that make them stand out from one another and therefore makes them entertaining to watch, or you have to put in a lot more effort to be funny or engaging. When you have mundane characters doing mundane tasks with barely anything interesting happening, your video gets very boring very fast. And this is further accentuated by the previous issue of everything being stretched out to maximum capacity. Let's do another run through of the video. Mario and Luigi wake up the babies. We have to see them slowly get ready to wake them up. Mario and Luigi are preparing breakfast. We have to slowly see them preparing breakfast. The baby bros are watching cartoons. We have to slowly watch them watching cartoons. Mario and Luigi have company over. We have to slowly watch and wait for them to be done. The baby bros have to wait until said company is gone in order to play hide and seek with their dads. We have to slowly wait for them until said company is gone in order for them to play hide and seek with their dads. They finally get to play hide and seek. We have to slowly watch them play hide and seek. Is this starting to get old? I'm sorry, but when you catch on to what's actually going on here, it gets obnoxious with how much nothing happens and is just disguised as content. Do you want to know how much nothing happens in this video? I caught this while watching my first time, and I wasn't even fully paying attention because I was that bored.
Just take the controller. You play first. I didn't want to play a game anyway.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, Time to drive.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I usually watch YouTube on my TV, and when this happened, I genuinely thought it froze. Then when I realized it didn't because the music was still playing, I just had to sit there in disbelief because I genuinely don't know what the thought process was here. Like, I wasn't angry at it. In fact, I don't often get genuinely angry at plush videos, contrary to what most may think. It's mostly all for show. But I wasn't angry or shocked or annoyed. I was just kind of baffled. Because how do you miss such a noticeable error in your work? And if it wasn't because Awesome has the editing skills of a classic fork, then what could it have been? If it's a joke, it doesn't even come close to being funny because I can't even tell what it's supposed to be. If it's for the sake of the video, then it's completely unnecessary and it doesn't serve any kind of purpose other than to stretch the video out for another 10 seconds. And yeah, this lasts for 10 whole seconds before showing the actual car. In the 6 years I've been reviewing plush content, I've never been this completely bewildered by either shoddy editing or incompetent video making. I'm not gonna act like I don't usually have visual errors in my work myself, but at least those are usually just small oversights like a character cutting out a frame for a second or audio not matching due to my editing software being buggy. Not 10 whole seconds of footage that should have been deleted. And then after that masterclass of brilliant video making that I don't even think Lego would be caught dead with doing, Baby Mario's car rolls under the couch and he's scared that there's a monster under there. Okay, so let's just ignore the fact that you can clearly see the other side of the couch and he puts in no effort to actually dedicate himself to the illusion of it being dark and scary, because we've actually got a few options here that we can try out to make this engaging or charming or funny. We can either have Baby Mario go on a daring rescue mission to save his favorite toy, or he can call on his dad since he and Luigi are both in the kitchen and he can go along with him and go on a rescue mission. Both of these are ideas that can potentially save the video from how boring it's been so far, and they have potential for some nice moments. So obviously the most logical option is just put Morton in the video for no reason and have him get it. What the fuck am I watching? This is the plush tubing equivalent of the Patrick Star Show, where it's just random crap constantly happening with little to no connection to an actual story. I understand plush videos are supposed to be just stupid fun. I get it, and I'm glad people are having fun making whatever content they like. But if this is what you're doing for a living, then asking for shit to be somewhat cohesive is not that big of an ask. So after also make sure to check out the steal a character from Richie box in his to-do list for this video, Morton proceeds to traumatize two small children for over a minute, which could have been actually pretty funny if there wasn't the very obvious problem. That reminds me, the humor in this video on this channel really is almost non-existent. I don't think there's a single video I've watched on this channel that got me to laugh even once, but this video specifically is extra not funny because it has so much more time to not be funny. How is it that my 40-minute long video with multiple plot points happening at once and multiple musical numbers explaining one specific idea, how is that paced better than a video under half its length? I'm not saying I'm better than Awesome, that's super pretentious. I'm simply stating how I'm able to talk the talk and walk the walk with most of the critiques I make. I think I've gone on long enough, so let's just wrap this up. After Morton is done traumatizing small children, the Baby Bros eat dinner and play What Do You Mean, and you can see this joke coming from a mile away. I don't even have to tell you what it is, and it quite honestly feels a mile away because of learned plot structure and comedic timing, for the love of Christ. Afterwards, the Baby Bros get ready for bed, and you know what? I actually like this scene. It's a cute ending and it does leave the video on a good final note. I just wish what led up to this didn't almost make me fall asleep. I really don't have a proper thesis to make about this video and was quite honestly struggling to keep saying stuff about it. The fact my script is 4 pages is a miracle. Unless you guys want me to do a follow-up to Nice Mario or a Nice Mario-esque video comes out, this is probably the last awesome video I'll review because there's just so little to actually talk about. And whatever there is to actually talk about is just right in plain sight. Reviews of this channel write themselves. You don't need to be the most original person ever. Just make something actually interesting. There's your thesis. Go watch Moon Girl or something. I don't know. I'm not your dad.